Let's get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz, YouTube. What's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And y'all see we out here in Ultimate Team. I'm Patriots. This guy is the Chiefs, and this was a funny game. Not really for the gameplay, but he was yapping, and I mean like right off the rip. Oh yeah, I was all kind of P's and PANs and yeah, he was going at it. He was using some really colorful language, but the one thing about me, y'all know, I keep it even keel during this for the most part, and I just try to play through it. For me, I laugh when I hear people. I love to hear people on the mic because they make me laugh for real. And most of it is funny, but with this guy, yeah, it got a little testy because he was saying some stuff that, like I said, he has some very colorful comments or things to say that he had no business saying. But it was all good because I just came out on the first drive and just politely just drug him down the field. Then got right here, had a good setup, had my running back. I was a little iffy about that read, but I thought I had that. And of course, you know, my guy gets out of the way at the last second because that was clearly, well, should have been a touchdown, but obviously the timing was off in my click on and response somewhere. And so, yeah, he turned it up a notch with the trash talk at this point. And so I could automatically tell from his first play that he was one of these, like I call them meta babies or RPO babies. And so my thing is, when I'm playing somebody who's running RPOs as he misses his read and throws a book, when I'm playing somebody who is strong, you know, or not necessarily strong, but they're running a lot of RPOs, they have a RPO-centric offense, I'm going to make sure that I'm just pass committing every play. I'm going to force you to run. Go ahead and run the ball. If you can run for 200 or 300 yards and win the game, then cool. But I feel like most people that run a strictly RPO-based or meta-based style offense like that, then you lack the football knowledge to get anybody open. So your whole thing is just about trick plays and you know, fooling the AI and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. But yeah, I'm just gonna make you stand on it. And so right now I'm not on the microphone. I'm not saying anything. I'm just letting him just talk because I'm just going down the field, whip return, big Johnny Wilson right there in the end zone. And so for me, it's nothing to say. I'm gonna talk with my play, you know, for the most part. So at this point, you would think most people would kind of quiet down, lock in. No, he turned up even more. And I mean, he had so many colorful things to say. I mean, the world is a sad place right now, for real. But like I said, I'm one of those people. I'm not gonna say anything. Well, I'm talking about online. I let people be who they are online till you say something that's just totally out of whack, which he had already said like 10 times over. So at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do the talking with my play, my gameplay. I see him running last year's old RPO stuff. Madden didn't. I'm like, bro, did you just get the game? That's Madden 24 RPO, glitch plays. Like, come on, bro, update your stuff. I almost said something right there. That's crazy. But as you see right there, I don't know how I did not get that. Should have been a book. That should have been a book. And then the funny part was when I clicked the Washington, they tried to make me stop again. And so when I'm playing people who like to do this kind of stuff, yeah, I like to play the game that they play. So I see him taking the linebacker, pushing him over, you know, loop blitz and all that stuff. So I'm gonna give you that look, but you see the coverage behind it. The coverage behind it is solid and steady for what appears to be open. So I had like a 3-man zone working up underneath that little trip set over there. And so right now I'm just like I said, I'm just playing the game and trying to make sure that I'm in the spots that I need to be in, because I already know what's up. He's motioning, he's flipping, he's just running a whole bunch of cheat motion stuff. But as you see right here, hey man, we are not having it. I'm telling you, you playing somebody who's running RPOs, pass commit every single play. I don't care what you call it. If you pass commit and you're sending any kind of pressure whatsoever, it's going to be very hard for them to run those RPOs comfortably, because anytime you're running, actually, and that really works against play action, but y'all ain't hear that from me. But everybody should know that by now. So you see him 4-3-6-1, just running the basic kind of meta stuff. And so right now at this point, I see him looping. I picked that up, no problem. Hit the running back right there in the little seam. And so right now, the key for me is I'm up 7. We're going to the end of the half. He doesn't have any points. And so I want to go up by more than 1 score. Bluff snap. Little run to the right is, who was that? Jimmy Graham getting tossed like that? Yep, Jimmy Graham got tossed on the edge. I come back out right here. And yes, some of you may say it was a terrible read. I think that should have been a touchdown, because that ball hit him. I was throwing that ball to the perfect spot. Nevertheless, less than 10 seconds, little return route to get me in a good field goal range. I still had 1 timeout left, stopped the clock with 8 seconds. And so, yeah, kick the field goal, go up by 10. And so you going into the end of the half, I think he gets the ball back like 1 second. So I'm like, I'm feeling good. This is the end of the half. I'm going to be up by 10. And yeah, it's like you can do all the talking on earth, but talking does you no good when you're losing. I mean, because eventually you will have to shut up. yeah, I'll write that down somewhere. But so me, it's the end of the half. I'm just like, all right, cover 3. Prevent. He's doing all this stuff, and I'm like, dude, can you just snap the ball, for crying out loud? So I go stand in the gap, run. Hey man, yeah, I got Snoop Dogg on my team. Did y'all know that? I'll get to that later. But as you see right here, Madden has another agenda, because even with prevent man-to-man at the end of the half, you can still get beat on that little post over whatever. And it's crazy because I'm like, it's the end of the half. Why would a safety come down to help a guy who's already covered? So that's why that's why people hate your game. Yeah, I said it. That's why people hate your game. Well, that's part of the reason why people hate this game. It's because of the DDA. But y'all know that. Yeah, come on. Let's stop pretending here. Y'all know what you're doing here. And so you see him constantly motioning. The reason why he's doing that, he's trying to get he's trying to get the DB caught up on that linebacker or whatever. And so I play a lot of people who do that. You'll come across this in a lot of Ultimate Team more than regs. This is like what's considered to be an advanced tactic, which is crazy to me. So you just motion back and forth and flip the play till something bad happens. Is that what the deal is? And so right here, I didn't make the adjustment I wanted to make, and I could not get over there. And so at this point, I'm already telling myself right now, take the middle line, take my top safety and assign him to that motion guy, because I knew it was coming, and right on cue, the DB eventually will get caught up in the mix if they flip in motion to play enough times. But it's still all good to me, because like I said, it's 13-10. We're in the third quarter, and I don't feel like this guy can stop me at all. Boy, look at young Quintoris. Is that his name? Yeah, Julio. I think his real name is Quintoris or something like that. But yeah, one of my favorite receivers of all time. Anyway, down 13-10. Good whip right there. First down right at the end of the third. Just running the ball at this point. Now I'm like, okay, all I really got to do is get in field goal range. Again, I don't feel like this guy can stop me at all. And so, he's he's still kind of talking a little bit. Well, he's talking a lot now because he's up. And then he said something that just kind of triggered me. And I was like, dude, nah, I can't even let you sit here and talk that noise to me. So once I got on the microphone, it got crazy. I can't even post what I was saying because I'll probably lose half my client base. But yeah, man, I like I said, you go hard at me bruh, I match energy, and not only do I match it, I turn it up a notch. And so that's the reason why I could never do trash talk videos. If I did trash talk videos, nah, I ain't gonna say that. Look, y'all think Ciabatta Mitch, y'all. I'm old school, so I'm way worse. Yeah, I'm way worse than that. But nevertheless, just driving down, getting the ball right here, and so a minute left, and so at this point now, I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me just get it down to at least a few seconds, and if I have to kick a field goal and go to overtime, I'll do that. But yeah, I didn't figure I would, because it's just like what he was running defensively, just really, it was just too easy to pick apart in terms of just finding what you want, and his user was not really good. If you go back and look at most of the plays with him on defense, his user was nowhere close to the play. He was just always in a totally different area. This says a lot, and I told him this. I said, man, this says so much about you that you would run the ball down by 4 with 30 seconds left because you have Derrick Henry, and that means you have no skill. Now, I didn't say it like that. Just clean version. But I was basically, you don't have any skills. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know how to run an offense to construct anything to get anybody open. Your thing is flip, 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 hope it works. Flip, hope it works. Motion, flip, hope it works. Oh, you meta scrubs out there. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. If you a meta scrub, I am talking to you. Go get you a mechanics Bible, college football guide, blitz guide. Get a virtual, man. Learn how to play the game before you get on the microphone and start talking trash to anybody. If all you know is what you see on YouTube in terms of one play tutties and whatever, man, please, I could never, man, let me stop. Yeah, I go in for real. I just like, this content creating game is hilarious. And to me, I'm gonna tell you what gets me. What gets me about this whole thing is y'all like BS. And I'm not talking about my clients or the people here, but y'all like a lot of BS. Y'all do. Y'all live for it. Or some of y'all live for the BS. And it's just like, man, come on, dude. Even the old, some of y'all old, dude, y'all like, I am not a do anything to win person. That could never be me. I enjoy the process too much to do anything to win. No. I'm gonna beat you with the work I put in. I'm not gonna beat you with no BS. I'm gonna put the work in. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. It's Madden. As y'all see, I just look at the stats, man. 16 of 22, 2 touchdowns. I thought, I did throw a pick. 8 of 14. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, man, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. It's your boy, Coach. I'm out.